Hey guys, this is Backlog Gaming here with another gaming video. Today we're going to be discussing Gamescom and what has been presented. So from here, this particular video is going to be covering Microsoft. I will be covering Sony, and if Nintendo's doing one, I will be covering that also. So pretty much starting with Microsoft here. Now, we didn't see a lot of different things announced than what was at E3. So from there, I'm only going to be covering the stuff that really wasn't touched on at E3 that is new, considered new breaking news release. Basically, they had their three main hitters come out, which is going to be what is coming out in the 2016 timeframe. You have Quantum Break, Crackdown 3, and Skillbound. Now, these three games, I don't own an Xbox One. The E3 made me kind of really want to get one. I was very, very contemplating it. Now, I do have a PS4, and I was like, oh man, I don't know. It looks good. A lot of the games coming out exclusives over this holiday season all look really, really good. So I was kind of thinking maybe get one, but I was like, I don't know. It's 300 and $50 or something like that. I was like, it's kind of a lot of money for me to do right now with moving and everything. So I decided not to get one, but I am highly interested, and that's because I'm starting to see more and more games for this system that I'm more and more interested to play. And these are exclusives. These aren't games that I could get on PS4. These aren't games that I might not be able to get on PC. If I can get them on PC, then whatever, I'm getting them on PC. So we'll start off with Quantum Break. Now, Quantum Break seems to be like a third-person shooter / action combat, like hand-to-hand combat. But you can manipulate time and space, apparently. So it looked really cool. Really, really cool. You can manipulate time by slowing down time. You can manipulate space by putting up bubbles or blaster or doing all this crazy stuff, putting up invisible walls or whatnot. I don't really know what they were doing, but it looked crazy. It looked like a lot of fun to play, something different. That's the key thing. It's something different. It's not a Call of Duty. It's not a Battlefield. It's not these, it's not like a Quake shooter. It's just, something different to play. And it seems like it's going to be interesting to play, even with single player. The cutscenes look superb and everything. But the main tie-in is that on Xbox, they're actually going to be joining a TV show. Now, the TV show is supposed to come out April 5th of 2016. That is still a little far away, but they're gotten real actors for it, real good people. And then they're tying that into the game. So that's an interesting concept to me. Alone is that's something innovative. I know we kind of seen it happen with Defiance, that MMO that Treon Worlds released with the TV show that was on Sci-Fi. I don't know if Xbox is going to do a better job than what they did. I played beta of that game and I realized that, I like it, but it's just not fully there for me to enjoy it. So, and I watched season 1 of Defiance also. But from there, since then, I haven't watched anything, and I'm pretty sure it's all in season 3 or so right now. Now, Crackdown 3 looks awesome also. This is another game that I would be interested in buying for an Xbox One if I owned an Xbox One. This particular game is an open world, kind of futuristic, city scaling destructible environments, 100% destructible environments, they said. So you can shoot a building in half and literally watch it fall and crumble away. That's cool in my eyes. It's something different. Again, you don't really see too many open world city games that are kind of sci-fi-ish in what they do. So it looked really good. Keynote, 100% destruction. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to soak up a lot of hours of gameplay. So I think it would be well worth the $60 at launch, but we'll see because the development has to be there and it can't be repetitive gameplay. There's going to be other factors that make the decision, but from what I've seen, it looks really, really good and really, really promising. Now, to the third one, which is Skillbound. This one, you kind of have a Devil May Cry-like character as the main character. He has a dragon who's his partner, and he can use dragon spells, and it's kind of they claim it's an action RPG with hack and slash elements. I don't have a problem with hack and slash. I don't know why they get so much flack. Well, it was just repetitive combos and stuff like that. It's more than that. The boss fights are going to be more than that. The boss fights are going to be more than that. There's always more to a game. Anytime somebody's bashing on a genre that they don't really play, they don't understand all the different levels that are within a game and actually playing the game. It just doesn't pertain to them, so they view it as inferior, which shouldn't be the way. You should always look at something as, hey, it's not for me, but these are cool aspects of it. And that's kind of what I do. So, Skillbound, it appeared on, I don't know if it was the stream that I was watching, not going to say the stream, but the recording of the stream I was watching, because it was kind of jumping around in the whole video, but it kind of seemed a little bit slow on the frame rate. Could be delay. Again, this is overseas, coming to the United States and then streaming through. I understand it could be to that, so I won't really bash on that. Plus, it's it's in development still. So frame rate's not a huge issue to me as long as it's addressed before launch. That's the key thing. Like, you can't launch a game with horrible frame rate. You definitely want to increase the performance, which they will likely do before they launch it. And if they don't, they'll delay it like they have before. But overall, I mean, it looks good. So I'm like, their 2016 lineup that they've announced so far looks promising. I mean, there's a lot of indie games in it, which is fine. But their AAA titles look really, really good for exclusives. Now, I kind of look at PlayStation. I understand they have really good exclusives. I'm interested to see the PlayStation conference that is going on. I am highly interested in that, but we will see. I don't really know, because they didn't really bring anything to the table for 2015. So if they have something up their sleeve, hopefully they reveal that. Going down the list that I have here, the DVR added to Air TV. I cut cable. I don't even have cable anymore. I stream everything pretty much. So that really doesn't interest me. If it interested you, that's great. Something that they announced. The Xbox One compatibility will be available to everyone. That's kind of a big announcement, that it was limited before, essentially, but now it will be for everyone. They plan on launching with 100 game titles, so it's going to be interesting. I think that's a big step that Microsoft did in E3, announcing that along with VR, were probably their two biggest announcements in my book of what was to come, along with all of the exclusive titles for the holiday season. Then they are going to be updating the operating system of the Xbox One to the Windows 10, so it can integrate with your desktop and laptops and probably tablets or Surfaces, whatever the hell they make. It will all integrate. So then we've seen Bloodstain come out. Bloodstain is from the creators of Castlevania. He essentially was explaining that there's going to be a new character. That was pretty much it. They don't even have a name for the new character, so it's just a new character. So nothing too amazing there with that game. I'm still looking forward to it because of the art style. The art style of that game looks crazy good. So hopefully it's another Kickstarter gem that we get to see. From there, Windows 10 is now going to offer DirectX 12 games. They had Square Enix do kind of a, a benchmark of it, to kind of show a video, show its features, show what it can do. Again, looks very awesome. Anytime we're getting an increase in graphics on PC, all for that. Showed some of the companies that are going to be using DirectX 12 going forward. There's also going to be streaming, that you can stream from your PC games to your Xbox One, and your Xbox One games to your PC games. I don't know how well that's going to work. We'll see. But from what my friend said, he tried it with Sunset Overdrive, but he's trying to play it on a laptop, and it had some issues. But it might have just been that the laptop wasn't powerful enough, but he says it works. Another thing that we're seeing here is cross-buy. So if you buy a game on PC and it's also on the 360, I'm not assuming this is going to be all games. I'm assuming they're going to leave it up to developers, but if it's like a first-party Microsoft game, apparently we're supposed to get cross-buy. So buy it on PC, get it on the Xbox One. You buy it on Xbox One, you get it on PC, essentially. From there, we've seen some video footage of Tomb Raider, which is a timed exclusive. It looks good. Square Enix is going to put that out, and I'm sure it's going to be just as good as the first one. Does suck that it is a timed exclusive for, X amount of months, but it's launching on the same day as Fallout 4, which that could cause issues for sales for Square Enix. But if they pushed it back, then they're going to be contending with Uncharted 4, So they're kind of in between a rock and a hard place. I probably wouldn't stick it right on Fallout 4's release. I'd probably push it back a little bit, but still release it before Drake's, the new Uncharted game, before that comes out, because they're essentially kind of the same but kind of not genre. So I would release it before it, but make sure that you're still out for Christmas and whatnot, and that holiday shopping season. So from there, they ended the show, and pretty much how they ended the show is that they announced Halo Wars 2 as an RTS. I believe it is going to be on PC and Xbox One. Kind of out of the nowhere. Nobody really seen it coming. So, I mean, that's always a great thing, is when you show that. So I was impressed with their overall conference. Again, nothing as shocking as what their E3 was, and I think that Gamescom over the course of the next few years is probably going to overtake E3 and the big announcements and the big expo of the technology. We will come to find that out if I'm right about that or not. But I feel like, it made me excited. It's more reasons why I should buy an Xbox One. And they did a good job at that, but I don't think it was as gripping as, again, E3's press conference was huge. It was huge. That first day, I mean, everybody was talking about it. I know I was talking about it with my friends, about the VR and the backwards compatibility. I mean, like, Xbox really bringing out the big guns, but then again, you look at sales, Xbox is around like 14 million, and PlayStation 4 hit like 24 million or something like that. It was ridiculous. So, I mean, Xbox got to do something, right? They need to really be the one leading the announcements, leading the lineup, and being strong and focused and pretty much competing in that market. So, other than that, my overall impressions is, again, it's a fine press conference. It was nice to see their 3 exclusives coming out in early 2016, I believe. So, it's nice to see those, finally. So, we kind of see what the short snapshot was in E3, and now we're kind of seeing the later. They don't have a lot for later, so I don't know if it's just going to be like 6 months of pure steamrolling, and then from there just kind of die down for a bit, where they didn't pace themselves. We'll find out, but nothing too big on announcements. So anyways, guys, that's my recap of the Gamescom for Microsoft. I will be doing one for Sony, and I will also be doing one for Nintendo if they are there. And then I'll be posting those to YouTube. So if you like this video, feel free to like it, thumbs up it down below. Feel free to discuss anything that I may have missed. Again, the video I was watching of this kind of jumped around a lot, so I may have missed a key element in this video. If I did, just mention it in the comments, so other people can see it. From there, if you guys want to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this one, and other gaming videos, feel free to do so, and I'll see you guys next time.